Hey, Mark here. Thanks for coming back to the channel. I know you come to our channel for cruise tips and cruise deals. I wanted to share with you some of the best deals that I have found for over the next 90 days. I've got about 12 amazing cruise deals to share with you. So let's go ahead and jump right in and show you what's out there if you have a little bit of flexibility over the next few months. When I was looking at a lot of recent deals, that there's some pretty compelling deals going on. Last minute is really over the next 3 months. So it's not as if you have to get somewhere next week or tomorrow, but definitely over the next few months. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Now, one of the keys when you do last minute deals, I'll share with you 12 of my favorite deals right now, is you got to have a little flexibility, right? You may need to have some flexibility on where you're going and what port you're leaving out of. If you want the best deals possible, a little bit of flexibility goes a long way. The next thing is, of course, consider sometimes older ships that might be 5 or 10 years old, sometimes even a bit more. This is where you can find incredible value. Now, the good news is, we found some amazing deals I'm about to share with you on ships that are pretty new or within the last year or two. But as you'll see when I share the deals, you'll notice that some of the best offers right now are ships that are a little bit older, but have been recently refurbished. I'm going to share a few of our favorite repositioning cruises that are still available right now to get you to Europe. That's where you're going to find some pretty amazing opportunities as well. But I've also got some really great escapes. So if you're looking to escape the cold, we've got some great cruises for that as well. How about this? We jump into the deals. The first deal that I've got for you is on the Sky Princess. So Princess Cruises. This is a transatlantic repositioning. It leaves out of Fort Lauderdale, so very convenient for most people to get to. March 9th, it ends up in the UK, in London on March 23rd. So you got 14 days. Check out the deals here, by the way. Inside cabins, they start at $120 per day for two people. By the way, all of the quotes that I will give you here include the cruise cost, the taxes, the fees, and gratuities, because a lot of times that's left out of quotes and that adds up fast. And you end up in the UK and you can go anywhere in Europe after that, or you can fly back if that's what you'd like to do. In addition, you get to hit some really nice ports. Madeira is amazing, Casablanca, and Spain. You got a lot of sea days. We have a lot of videos on repositioning cruises. I'm going to put some links down below so you can learn more about repositioning cruises. Some of these videos on our channel get a lot of views, so things will book up. If you're interested, take action because these prices are available at the time of recording. By the way, a balcony, 129. So again, sometimes it's a guarantee cabin, which means it may be assigned later, but still starting at $129 per day for a balcony for two people. You can't stay at a hotel typically for those kind of rates, let alone get all of your food, your entertainment, your transportation. That's why these are such compelling offers. But how about this? A new ship, the Sun Princess, leaving out of Fort Lauderdale on March 22nd, as getting to Barcelona on April 5th. So another repositioning cruise. And check out the offer. Inside cabins on a new ship starting at just $144 for two people per day. And balconies starting at just $168. Even if you decide, hey, I want to be more midship, I want a guaranteed cabin, it's not going to be that much more on a nightly basis. And is there any other way that you can travel like this in such comfort and luxury than these prices? Now, understand, cruise lines, they're smart. They're going to work to get some more money out of you. But look, if you want Wi-Fi, if you want specialty restaurants, if you want shore excursions, it's going to cost more. But I'll put some links in the video as well where you can learn how to save a lot of money on those extra expenses or don't spend them at all. Check this one out on MSC. Again, another newer ship. I promised you not just old ships for cheap, really nice modern ships. The Virtuoso came out in 2020. In this case, leaving out of the Caribbean, hitting a Caribbean port, and then getting to the Azores, which is a Portuguese island, getting to Lisbon, one of the most amazing cities in the world, La Coruna, Spain, and then ending up in Paris. Great place to be. And once again, you take a transatlantic, $126 per day for an inside and a balcony, amazing views, $189 per day. By the way, with MSC, you can fluctuate where you get on. You could get on in St. Martin, you can get on in the ports before. You can always leave out of a different port if it's more convenient. All right, those are some amazing transatlantics, but transatlantics can also go out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. So if you'd like to see San Juan and get to Barcelona later in the spring, you don't have to drop everything. We got time here. April 12th, you end up in Europe. April 26th, perfect time, by the way, because you're there ahead of summer. You maybe don't want to be there in July and August, but April, May, amazing weather and not nearly as many people. As you can see, you get the Canary Islands, you get Morocco, you get Spain, you get Valencia, and then you end up in Barcelona. Again, another amazing deal. Hey, this is a newer ship from Virgin Voyages. We've been on this ship, the Resilient Lady. Started selling in 2022, $178 for two people and a balcony, $258 per day. Virgin comes with a lot of inclusions. They include gratuities, but I'm already including those in all my rates. But many times you'll get standard Wi-Fi and the specialty restaurants. All the restaurants are included. So no upsells on that. This makes it a more all-inclusive trip, and you really don't have to spend much more other than you might want to spend some money if you enjoy an alcoholic beverage, then you may spend a little bit extra on that. All right, let's move on to cruise deal number 5. How about this one? Instead of the transatlantics, let's talk about some escapes. Carnival Panorama, still a fairly new ship, 2018. Leave out of LA and return to LA, so super convenient. Inside cabin starting at just $202 per day. Balcony starting at just $305 per day for 2 people. Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and Cabo San Lucas. So get the Mexican Riviera. Super convenient because you'll go out of Long Beach, south of Los Angeles, and you get a really nice vacation in Mexico with way better weather than most places. If you like to see deals like this, hacks like this, we have all kinds of different ways to save a lot of money no matter what style you travel, whether it's resorts, cruises, you go on a budget, you go luxury. Go to digitalromance.com/free or use the QR code and just go ahead and download our free guide where we really will help you save it. If you don't mind, give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. It helps share it with a lot more people. All right, I told you, new ships. Let's talk about a new ship, Celebrity Ascent, right? The newest ship in the Edge class. They have more coming later this year, but the Ascent's an amazing ship. Fort Lauderdale, round trip, no repositioning. You'll end up right back in the US, but you get to go to Bimini in the Bahamas, Grand Cayman, and Jamaica. One of the nice things about finding deals like this, it's in March, an inside cabin, $327 a day, or balcony, still under $400 per day. And again, remember everything you get with a cruise, $373 per day starting from that. And a new ship, by the way. This one's a little bit more than some of the other ones I've shared with you, but you're getting one of the brand new ships that is sailing out there. Now, here is another hack. Deal number 7. Celebrity cruises. You can sometimes book on a little older ship. The Reflection was built in 2012. It's all part of the Solstice class, which we've been on multiple times. Love it. This one, Fort Lauderdale, round trip, so easy for anybody to get to. Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and the Bahamas, starting at $231 per couple for 2 on inside and balconies at just $298. But this was dry docked in 2022. What that means is they make enhancements. Sometimes it's just taking out carpet, improving the cabins a little bit, cleaning everything up, but they'll also many times add additional venues and update the ship. But this is another really great way to get great deals by finding ships that are a little bit older, but have been updated and optimized. All right, let's move on to deal number 8, Norwegian Cruise Lines. For those of you who are NCL fans, the Encore 2019, still relatively new, only been out for a few years. This is an amazing trip. It's 21 days. It leaves out of Miami. You end up in Seattle. You get to go to Central America, Cartagena, Panama, and this becomes a Panama Canal sailing. You go through the canal. You get to go to Puerto Quetzal, Guatemala. We'll actually be going there in a few weeks on another transatlantic going the opposite way. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, and now you get a Mexican vacation as well. You'll stop a little bit at some California locations. You end up hitting Victoria up in Canada, which is a beautiful stop, and you ultimately end up in Seattle. What does this do for you? If you want, it positions you perfectly from there, if you like, take an Alaska cruise. You'll be in for Alaska season at really the perfect timing before it gets super busy and still really nice weather. Cabins start at just $201 per day for 2 people. Balconies under $300 for pretty much a mostly inclusive vacation. And you've got 3 things. You got Central America, you've got a Panama Canal cruise, you got a Mexican cruise, you've got a West Coast cruise, Canada, and you end up in Seattle, perfectly positioned to go on an Alaskan cruise or just fly back to wherever home is. Easy enough. You can get to anywhere from Seattle. Number 9, Royal Caribbean, Harmony of the Seas, the big ship time, lots to do. Leaving out of Texas, so those of you where this might be more convenient, April 6th, 1 week, Galveston, Roatan, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and back into Galveston. Under $300 per day for both inside or balcony. If you want a nice getaway in the spring, another one, Cruise 10, Holland America. For those Holland America fans out there, I want to focus on newer ships when I could. Rotterdam, 2021, a newer ship, round trip Fort Lauderdale. So again, get that real nice Caribbean vacation, Curacao, Bonaire, Aruba. This one also under $300 per day for inside or balcony. If you're a fan of Holland, this would be a perfect choice for you. I want to talk to you a little bit about these kind of offers. Royal Caribbean Voyager of the Seas. We were actually on this ship a long time ago. It was built in 1999, but it was updated in 2019. So yes, it's an older ship, but it's still a nice ship. It's a 5-day cruise. Might be perfect for some of you. Orlando, Florida, it's coming up a little bit soon, but maybe a quick getaway. Cozumel, perfect day at Coco Key. You can start for $200 a day on inside, conveniently out of Orlando. You could always go to Disney or just use it as a convenient place to get in and out. Let me share deal number 12, Celebrity Infinity. This is that same strategy. Built a while ago, more of a classic ship for Celebrity, 2001, but updated recently. It'll be a little different than Solstice class or Edge class, but you'll get a lot of what celebrity is known for: great food, great service, and a really nice, pleasant experience. This one is out of Athens in February, which is interesting. Typically, you don't see a lot of these that time of year in that part of the world, but Infinity's got it for you. So this is a really nice grease intensive. You even have an overnight as well, which is really cool. And check out the price on this: $167 for inside, under 200 bucks. Remember, I include gratuities, everything inclusive here, and balconies under $250 per day for 2 people. One more big bonus one here. Deal Cruise number 3, Holland America, back to the Rotterdam. I couldn't resist this one because it's a newer ship, and I thought the deal was too good not to share with all of you. Leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, April 12th, getting into Rotterdam, April 26th. You get to go to Bermuda. You hit London, you hit Brussels in Belgium, and you end up in the Netherlands. And you can very easily get to Amsterdam from Rotterdam or anywhere else in Europe. $159 for an inside, and your balcony still under $250 per day. If you want any help with learning how to book any of these, we always suggest using a cruise only travel agent. Typically, you'll get the same deal, but you'll also get some onboard credit. Just leave that in the comments down below. And we're hoping to be able to soon book some of these for you directly for people who prefer it, because so many people have asked us for that. So that is a service we are looking to offer very soon. So stay tuned for that as well. So those are 12 amazing deals with one bonus thrown in. Think about inside cabins or take the leap to a balcony with these kind of deals. So you can jump up to a balcony and still have an amazing price. I didn't even share ocean view. If you prefer, at least have the window. Many times that pricing will be between the inside and the balcony quote you saw. Sometimes you can take the leap on some of these to a suite if you really want to treat yourself, still at very compelling offers. Now, I always say book early. Try to travel during shoulder season. Think about inside cabins. Look for great deals. Sometimes last minute, there's still availability in the next 90 days. Take advantage of it if you've got that flexibility. I already mentioned, use a cruise only travel agent. You can book directly with the cruise line, but get more. And if you go through a cruise only agent, you'll usually get a little bit more, maybe an extra perk. Key takeaways: flexibility is key. Older ships, as you saw, can be a great bargain. Look for older ships that have been updated, refurbished, optimized. That's what I would do. The ship's been sailing for 15, 20 years and there's no real news of that. The ship might be very tired. You want to avoid that. Repositioning, as you can see, my first 4 deals. So if you need a way to get to Europe and have an amazing time in the spring there, those can be really compelling. There's still availability even now. And there really are some great last minute deals. Those of you who can get up and travel next 90 days, or maybe just need to escape snow, cold, something else, work, you've got some really great round trips that I showed you out of the States that are still amazing deals. With that, happy sailing, everybody. Leave a comment down below if you're considering any of these, if you want some help with booking these. I would love to hear that. And if you have discovered other deals or tips for all of us, share that in the comments down below. We'll see you out there. I'll be back with Monica next time, and we'll have some more great tips and hacks for all of you.